got it.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to MANIACITV, man. Today we got FBG Duck, Chicago's House of Horrors from the Trap Geek YouTube channel, man. We've been checking out a lot of Trap Geek lately, man. Always coming with the quality docs. Y'all continue to drop some documentaries from Trap Geek, man. His channel link is in the description down below, man. So shout out Trap Geek. So FBG Duck. Now, y'all know we rock with Duck heavy on the channel. Duck actually showed a lot of love to the channel before his passing. You know, whether it be him commenting in the comment section down below, sharing our videos on Twitter. He always showed love back to the channel, man. And I've been in tune with Duck since the start of drill, man. Duck seeing his evolution, you know, just drill in general. You know, I support drill overall. You know, me being from the Midwest and where I'm from, you know, drill was a heavy part, especially throughout high school at the start of it. And, you know, I feel like Duck has always been so underrated, man. I feel like a lot of people has always slept on Duck. I feel like he was blackballed from the industry, man, because, you know, the industry likes to pick favorites. But that, you know, in defense, I would say Duck was too real for the industry. Duck wasn't like, you know, a typical rapper. I feel like, you know, Duck was really on some G shit. You know, he was really on some G shit for sure. And I feel like, you know, Duck, he was definitely on his way up. He was definitely on his way up, man. So RIP Duck. But we ain't gonna waste no time, though. We gonna get into it right now here on MANIACITV. FBG Ducks, Chicago's House of Horrors. Let's get it.
Of course I know motherfuckers want to kill me. I'm a very disrespectful person. I know what I did in my lifetime, but I ain't gonna go nowhere I ain't want it, because I ain't gonna play with my life, because my life mean a lot.
But first, we begin this hour 18 with several breaking stories, including gunfire steps from the Mag Mile on Oak Street.
We know 3 people have been shot.
The man and woman were seriously injured in this shooting, but their friend, a rising Chicago rapper, did not survive.
I love Chris
I
Rich.
heard, like a
You know, for a lot of us that's been in tune with drill for a long time, man, you know, all sides of drill, not just, you know, one side of it, man, but all sides of drill. It's like we thought Duck was untouchable, man. We thought Duck was never gonna get got. Like, he was one dude where I felt like they was never gonna get Duck. I feel like he was really untouchable. But that day it really caught me off guard, man, when I got that.
A rising Chicago rapper did not
I
survive.
love Chris
I
Rich.
heard like a machine gun going off.
Howard Gordon happened to be standing outside his convenience store. His store surveillance captured the horrific sounds.
I knew for sure this was gunshots.
It was real crazy that would happen right here in this area, out of nowhere. It was quiet and peaceful.
And the crazy thing is, where it happened at, they said that was like the suburbs. That was the tourist area of Chicago. That wasn't even near the trenches. They said that was like the Beverly Hills of Chicago area over there. Where that happened at, man? Come on now. That's
It was crazy that would happen right here in this area, out of nowhere. It was quiet and peaceful, and shopping going on, then shots rang out.
Alright, we gotta talk about the FBG Duck situation. And I've seen people on social media making jokes about it. I don't think they realize the horrific consequences that's gonna happen as a result of this. FBG Duck was killed in broad daylight in busy downtown Chicago, right next to Saks Fifth and Dolce & Gabbana in the Gold Coast. This is like the high-end luxurious shopping area of the city. Him getting killed there is like someone getting shot on Fifth Avenue in New York, or a drive-by on Rodeo Drive in LA.
I'm telling y'all,
incredibly
man.
rare. And of course, Duck is extremely high profile. He's a gangster disciple, longtime rival of Lil Durk, King Von, Chief Keef, and they've been going at it for years. There's been dozens and dozens of casualties on both sides, and 3 weeks ago, Duck dropped a song called Dead Bitches, where he disrespects a couple of fallen O-Block kids, including the deceased kid that O-Block is named after, O.D. Perry. A lot of people think that this song is what triggered Duck's assassination. The gun that FBG Duck is holding in that music video is the same one that jammed up on him on Tuesday when he was killed. But what a lot of people don't know is Chicago PD received a safety alert late on Tuesday that claimed Duck was on social media antagonizing his rivals hours before he went to the Gold Coast. Then we saw close friends of FBG Duck come out and say he had $1 million bounty put on his head. And I've seen people say this can't be true. Think about a war where one side has music industry money, cash that they can inject directly into their side.
Look how much money Chief Keef and Dirk them to rent off. You niggas would go drop off guns in the hood and pay for a motherfucker to get hit.
Now we're gonna get...
Now people, they gonna say what they want about that whole situation. Like, me personally, when I first heard about this, I'm like, he got killed and that part of Chicago, that's the tourist area of Chicago, and they did it in broad daylight with machine guns, man, that gotta be a hit. It gotta be a hit, man. Now, I ain't gonna say, you know, oh, I think so-and-so did this, I think so-and-so put a hit out. I ain't gonna be on no police shit like that. I ain't gonna say that, but I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy circumstances, because it's like, if you would have thought it would have happened, you would have thought it would have happened, you know, in the hood, you know, in the trenches of Chicago, not out there, man. But that, it's too much, like, broad daylight in a nice area of Chicago with them type of guns. That's like military artillery is what that sounded like, man. Come on now.
Alright, Chicago is a gangster city. Ever since Al Capone and Prohibition in the 20s, the multiple capo regimes who ruled the drug trade, the weapons trade, and the gambling.
Man, if y'all didn't know, I had an uncle. Y'all see my last name, Maniaci. I'm part Italian, man. I had an uncle that was out there doing that stuff. They ended up killing him in prison. It was like my great uncle. They ended up killing him in prison with a bar of soap in the sock, man. They killed him. They got him because he was responsible for a lot of deaths back then.
Multiple capo regimes who ruled.
I cannot remember what his name was.
The drug trade, the weapons trade, and the gambling. Decade after decade, it's been clear you cannot control Chicago's gangs. Right now, there's over 150,000 active gang members, split into hundreds of sets and thousands of subsets. The south side of Chicago has the largest ghettos in America. It's stretched over 70 blocks. You can drive from 63rd to 127th Street. There's dilapidated buildings, pitchforks spray painted on the walls, and yellow tape embedded in the cracks. What was once organized gangster disciple and black disciple factions built around enterprise and making money has since been completely wiped out. The new generation started a completely different war. They're not fighting over drug supply chains or distribution routes. It's just murder. Retaliation for this murder. Revenge for that song, for this diss, and so on.
Fuck being humble. On that disrespectful shit. Fuck Lil Durk, cuz. Niggas know I'm busting off that.
And while it's true, Duck did say in interviews that it was possible to unite with his enemies in the future. He even made a song, Chicago Legends, bigging up the other side and giving props to fallen BD rappers like Fredo Santana and LA Capone. But realistically, this shit runs so deep, a truce was never really in the cards.
We the niggas started dissing dead niggas first. We started that shit. You feel me? But, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm the rap father.
And to give you perspective, FBG Duck is from 63rd and St. Lawrence Street, which is just 3 minutes away from O Block. That's how close they are. And just 2 minutes northwest of them is 600 Block, home of 600 Breezy, LA Capone, and Rondo, who are O Block allies, and who frequently send shooters to go shoot up 63rd. In fact, immediately after Duck was killed, Chicago PD put almost a dozen squad cars on King Drive, which is the main street in between O Block and 63rd. They did that to try and prevent an immediate retaliation, but the cops can't stay there forever. Bulletins are going up all over the area, warning kids to stay inside.
That's crazy. Concerns citywide gang war and retaliation for the shooting of Chicago rapper FBG Duck. Dog, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's how you know these niggas in Chicago is different. That's why I said it before, man. You know, when drill started really popping off, man, a lot of people moved out of Chicago to Milwaukee. They came to my hometown and moved to Milwaukee to get away from the war. Because like he said, man, it wasn't about the drugs. The war on drugs was long over, man. It's not about the drugs, man. This is the street politics have changed so much, and music has such a huge, you know, music I say is damn near the same thing as drugs nowadays. They gonna kill somebody over a diss in a song. It ain't like, oh, you ain't got my money for the drugs that you was supposed to sell. You ain't got my motherfucking money, nigga. I'm blowing your cap back. Nowadays, man, the politics in the streets have changed, especially because of drill. Man, that's crazy. The community builders, they pulling up papers out here, man. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy, man.
Immediate retaliation, but the cops can't stay there forever. Bulletins are going up all over the area, warning kids to stay inside. And Duck's allies are on social media saying Lil Durk has to be targeted next to even the score. Why? Because their feud is especially personal.
I see Durk. I ain't gonna lie, I see Durk. I had to say something to him, folks. I ain't gonna lie, he too tough for me, folks. I ain't gonna lie to you, he too tough. Well, shit, but I just had to tell him, like, fool, you can't be doing all that, fool. I beat your ass, fool. Like, stop playing with me.
Lil Durk and FBG Duck have been going back and forth over
For a
music
long
for
time.
years. And
For a
now with
long
King Von
time.
getting hugely popular, he's Durk's artist. He's also taking shots at FBG Duck whenever he can. Everybody knows Tuka, and smoking on a Tuka pack is a reference.
It's crazy, man. Every time I see a video where, you know, people bring up King Von and FBG Duck going back and forth, man, y'all know we kept up with all they disses back and forth to each other on the channel. And it's like, now looking back on it, was like, man, you know, what was it for? Both of them died literally 3 months apart. Literally 3 months apart, they both died, man. What was the beef all for? You know, it's crazy, man. Two very talented young artists, man. Two very talented artists, you know, that was really going to take it to the next level for Chicago, man. Just going like that within 3 months of each other, man. It's crazy.
He can. Everybody knows Tuka, and smoking on a Tuka pack is a reference mocking one of FBG Duck's best friends, a kid named Tuka, who was killed at a bus stop in 2011. Not only that, Tuka's blood brother was a kid named Lil Mark, who was also killed at a different bus stop 3 years later. In fact, Lil Mark was killed just days after releasing a diss track towards Lil Durk, where he mentioned all their dead homies. Lil Reese even FaceTimed Lil Mark days before he was killed, and they exchanged words, calmly dissing each other with a smile on their faces.
What y'all on?
Alright. Uh-huh. What up? Out here. I'm on fast, boy. I been out here. I stay out here, boy.
Then Lil Durk made this video at the very same bus stop where Lil Mark was killed.
Hey, this bus stop right here, though, this a real famous place, you hear me? It's a real famous place, nigga. Hey, this bus stop, it's a real...
Dog, I didn't even know Durk did that. Dog, what?
This a real famous place, you hear me? It's a real famous place, nigga. Hey, this bus stop, it's a real famous place, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you, know what I'm saying?
And right now, with FBG Duck's death, the optics look crazy. Lil Durk and Von were just out in Chicago, where Von dropped off a bunch of chains and money. There's already been allegations that BD rappers who leave Chicago come back to their blocks to drop off weapons and arm their crews. Then, Tuesday, the day that Duck was killed, around 4 in the morning, he posted to his personal Facebook page, "They got me effed up. They're gonna see though." Now that could be just a regular post, or there's something more to it, who knows. Later in the morning, he told one of his friends he was going to Oak Street in the Gold Coast, which is the luxurious shopping district of Chicago. He was going to get his son some clothes for his birthday, which was coming up on August 11th. 4 hours before Duck went to the Gold Coast, Lil Reese suddenly tweets that he's getting on a plane leaving Chicago to go to Cali. Durk says to link with him. At 4 in the afternoon, Duck is in the Gold Coast with his girlfriend and another man. They're shopping on Oak Street. This is busy downtown Chicago, the fashion district. There's cameras everywhere, witnesses everywhere. It's a bold place to do a hit on someone, unless that was a place people thought he would be vulnerable in. Around 4:37, FBG Duck, his girlfriend, and this other man exited a store and are walking on the sidewalk near the Dolce & Gabbana, just a few steps from Michigan Avenue. 2 vehicles were parked outside, waiting, a black Ford Taurus and a silver Chrysler 300. That's when 2 men climbed from the 2 vehicles and opened fire 17 times. FBG Duck was hit 3 times in the neck, chest, and groin. He tried to fire back, but his gun jammed on him. Most probably that's because of those extended mags he got after market.
I don't understand why it happened. I don't even know what caused it. It was so calm and peaceful. And those 2 gentlemen, I thought maybe they was together, but one just started shooting at the other.
Then the shooters got back in the car and fled west on Oak Street. No reports where they are, no public leads either. Immediately after Duck was pronounced dead at the hospital, Lil Durk tweets out RIP Newski, paying homage to his own cousin who was frequently dissed by FBG Duck and other GD rappers. And to show you how the disrespect transcends distance, Tato, who's Chief Keef's cousin and is all the way out in California, immediately dedicated his entire Insta story to mocking FBG Duck's death, posting smoking on a duck pack, etc, etc. Then 600 Breezy wasted no time to drop his own diss track towards Duck hours after he was confirmed to be dead. And you can expect in the coming months a bunch of BD rappers to drop some tracks mocking his death as like a celebratory victory lap type shit. The consequences will be horrific, and you gotta think that nobody on Duck's side has ever gotten as far as he did. Ever since the Chicago drill era exploded in 2011.
Ever since drill started, man, I say between Duck, Lil J would have been up there with Duck if he never would have got locked up. I think Jay was definitely on his way up. I mean, Dex made it, he made it Hollywood, but you know, I wouldn't really categorize Dex like in the exact same thing, because when he made it, he kind of switched up his whole style and everything. But I say Lil J and FBG Duck, Young Pappy would have went in too. I think Lil JoJo, he would have definitely did it too, man. But P Rico doing pretty good. RP Lil Mr. too. Mr.
And has ever gotten as far as he did. Ever since the Chicago drill era exploded in 2011-2012, his side has basically been blackballed from the music industry.
I told y'all.
Duck was arguably a better rapper and more versatile than most. He had just received the paperwork for a major label deal that was extremely lucrative, and he was about to sign it, or he had already signed it. Then he gets followed, targeted, and assassinated in the safest part of Chicago. It's brutal. But that's it for this video. Rest in peace to FBG Duck. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.
I think when Slide came out, I wish, Duck would have just took that money that he made from Slide and got up out of Chicago, man. But you know what? Duck's so much of a real nigga. I don't think he would have wanted to leave. He would probably still wanted to stay to make sure all his niggas would have been put on, man. That's just the type of guy FBG Duck. I feel like that's the type of guy he was, but man, it's crazy, man. It's tragic. RIP FBG Duck for sure. Chicago's House of Horrors, link down below in the description if y'all want to check it out in its entirety. If y'all new to the channel, y'all rock with me, want daily reaction videos, man, hit that subscribe button for me. Until the next video, I'll see y'all then. Thank you for watching MANIACITV. I'm out.
I ain't gotta do too much. I swear that these niggas, they be doing too much. I ain't gotta